What's up? It's Touch. I am particularly pleased.
I am particularly pleased. I am particularly pleased to be in Edmonton.
Yo. Yeah. Everton. The West End. Yeah. It's the intro. Dead words. Bob your head. Especially if you from Edmonton. Yeah. Coming up. Ha. Of Edmonton. Yeah. Yo. What? Wake up. Yeah. This the intro. It's Touch. Hey. Yo. My rhymes are unsanitary, with a production style that's imaginary. And you can drag a fine-tooth comb through my vocabulary. Interestingly enough, I'm like a wolf on pigs cause I huff and puff BC AA, you should try the stuff. Broke my thumb getting out of the cuffs. The life I led was tough, my path ahead was rough. Made it look easy, your girlfriend can see me. I like black people like Georgia Weezy. Touch date white chicks like I was blind as Stevie. And make love to Asian women as seen on TV. All while teaching you what a real MC be. Longev like Prescott Bush's family tree. And the fruit don't fall far from the branch. I'll meet you at high noon outside of the ranch with a mic and some sagging big ass pants, bringing freestyles cause we ain't gonna break dance. We way too advanced. The microphone is my lance. Touche, in this tournament I advance and bring home the princess. My b-boy stance shatter the earth's crust, so you taking a chance, making me get all hip-hop up in that ass. No matter race, creed, religion, caste, or class. Beautiful women get a backstage pass, and MCs get discriminated upon because they whack. Touch on the mic, sample rich on the track. Dirty needle spin the technique, turntable back. We blitz till your quarterback sacked, engraving my name all over your plaque. Now you gotta be this fat. The odds against you are stacked, uncontested facts. What? It's DGC. That's DGC. 182 shit. It's Touch. We're still here. Hey. Yo, Stray. What you gotta say?
I'm rhyming, precise like Mayan, mathematics, satisfying. Addicts, y'all whack kids, deficiency is iron. But that ain't even why you're tired, my friend. Your time just expired. But don't be in dire straits, kid. Life goes on as you'll be shown, I'm sure. And as time goes on, you'll mature. The more that you'll discern the truth as it permeates through. Whoever truth, path towards enlightenment. Keep it close, but recite it when apropos to do so. Stray with the crew whose sole purpose is to touch the soul. No ifs, ands, or buts, go to pattern. And the flows that matter, beats that pound your head like a hammer. Because the sound's fatter, bruised and battered clowns. That's how we get down. Even on the intro, shit schizo. Before with ever info, we got that. Now you go get it, stat, or you'll regret it. And most likely after the fact. Hindsight isn't exact science. Kinda like the mathematics of Mayans. This here's the world reliance.
What? Dead words. That's the intro. We're gonna hit you in the head. It's 182 always do. It's Touch. I'm your host. It's dead words. What? And that's the intro. Ha. Yo, it's touch.
Trust self.
Yeah. If there's one thing I've always done,
Trust self.
it's my thing. And I've come to realize that
On my own.
nothing y'all motherfuckers do really interests me at all.
On my own dick. Badly.
One thing I knew is I never needed any of you. I've been observing, calculating the formula, learning from others and forming the basis of my strategic placement in hip-hop history. All things are going according to plan, it's no mystery. My ass drops solo projects like one-bedroom apartments provided by the government. Rhyme retarded, I walk to the studio and hitchhike to shows. At the big concert, VIP entrance, solo. I keep to myself like a 70-year-old hobo. My life is in slow-mo. I watch primitive creatures go extinct like the dodo. And none of y'all kids can play with my yo-yo. I see the future and study eventualities. Master of my life and actually observe my reality. One thing I do is I never needed any of you. I don't roll with the crew because a singularity is indivisible and also a rarity. There's not really a rapper around you could compare to me. I heard your verse and laughed hysterically. Realistically, my subject matter original. I could give a fuck if you crew a bunch of criminals that did time. Show me your damn rhymes. I distance myself from everybody at the same time and share space with the chosen few. I ain't blind, deaf or dumb. I focus my mind. Cats act stupid, I've been in this for a while, I'm used to it. It's hard to hear you spit and give two shits. You started rapping in this millennium, I'm fucking killing them. When it comes to optics, I'm in fiber like Cillian. You feeling them? Tactillion, rap skillion. With big concepts and flows that's brilliant. While you brats think you can rhyme based off MySpace facts with fairy tale beats that's just as whack. Ease up, there's big things a guan, and grown men always prevail is the name of the song. Better beats and concepts, you're no competition. If I'm working with you, I'm just jockeying for position. One thing I knew is I never needed any of you. None of y'all scare me, none of y'all can tear me out of the studio. It's actually embarrassing. You can stand next to me and act all friendly, but it's like, me too, I'm also pretending, except I'm doing it purely for my own entertainment. While you doing it and actually waiting for shit to hit the fan so you could gain some sort of ground. But I cover all bases and stand tall on the mound, receiving signals from your girlfriend while catching striking out in the batter box with your whole team casting doubt in your ability to back up exactly what you say. When I knew you were fronting the very first day you asked if I wanted to come out and play. This is grown man shit. You should've looked the other way, that's how I stay. One thing I knew is I never needed any of you. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's touch. Emcees. Yeah, question. Any questions? Hey, first of all, you ain't a rapper, you just buy Rockaware and put out mixtapes like somebody actually cares. Ain't no such thing as a battle with me that's fair. Bad flow, fucking eloquent, even as I swear. I'm backstage drinking Henny, you doing your hair. My shit went #1, your shit didn't go anywhere. You don't know the difference between a hat and a snare. Your samples used by everyone, my samples are rare. I'm in bed with your current girlfriend, ass bare. I freestyle in battles, you sit at home and prepare. I'm calling niggas out like Kramer on the air, sitting in the booth, giving out the address to get there. Rappers are intimidated by my shit, stare. The audience be jumping, they froze to their chair, mumbling under the breath, reciting a small prayer. You will slowly fall like the U.S. dollar. Show greater than the US election, and my album filled with obfuscation and misdirection. Niggas ain't seeing me like a black resident of the White House or a woman or a Mexican. I wrote this shit 2008, April 27th. Rappers really need to shut the fuck up in Edmonton. I don't care what side you from, none of y'all representing better than me. I say that shit without hesitance. I see a little crew on stage grabbing mics with negligence. You ignorant, like what I said ain't make no sense. I'm here to fuck up your career, but I appear benevolent, ever increasing upon which level I went. A lot of rappers discover, I invent. I string syllables together like they were heaven sent. I might act naive and awkward like Clark Kent, but I'm here to take food out your mouth and pay my rent.
Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded.
Hey, yo, I can walk this whole country and no one fucks with me. Now out of towners hit Edmonton stages reluctantly, cause I'll put my whole hand up your ass like puppetry. If for 1 minute you act like you ain't got love for me. My freestyle's hot like Hell's Kitchen's oven speech, and that's the reason why your girl be acting all bubbly. Stop pretending, my swagger on stage be lovely. I showed you how to hold mics and you still mumbling. If you on top, I'm underneath rumbling, ready to blow you off the map from here to Dublin. You know you in trouble when you got an album release party and all of a sudden touch stumbling. You start acting like bodyguards talking about covering. I navigate through the crowd like I was hovering. Grab the mic so you can hear my stomach grumbling through the speakers. Now let's see who's hungry, man.
Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded. Laughing at rappers out of superseeded.
What? Dirty needles. Sample rich. Touch. Ha. Yo. You're not impressed. You're not impressed. Yo. Yo. Hey. Yo. I ain't here to impress. Hey, yo. So what? It's ridiculous. Check it. Hey, yo, my shit ain't even in the stores. I ain't booked on no fancy European tours. I still work at the teller store. A lot of these rhymes bore the fuck out of the mainstream. All my friends are making moves in the industry quick. I can't get a show in my fucking city, son of a bitch. My live show shitty and needs work. I walk around with an ineffable smirk that got you wondering why I can be such a jerk. None of these bitches flirting. I ain't even got my own t-shirt. I take the bus to my shows with 50 pounds of equipment. I got rappers far less important to me tripping. Acting like I should remember one single verse you spit. I stopped doing free shows and that was it. Out of town venues was all I could get. Most of the times I can't remember what I spit. I read my verse in the booth. I got a cavity that's coming loose. I'm still learning how to produce. The album distribution I had was weak. If you ordered my CD, it took 2 months and 3 weeks at least. Around the same word twice in a verse. I enter battles and rarely come in first. I need to borrow some money, honey. Give me your purse. I don't rehearse and fill in blank spaces with a fucking curse. So I suck, what? And maybe this is luck. So what? So what? And I ain't got no buts. And I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. Hey yo, so I suck. So what? And maybe this is luck. So what? So what? And I ain't got no bucks. But I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. Shit, better than you. I just make shit up as I go along. Rarely do a complete song. Just a verse or two, then I move on. My breath control ain't too strong. I will run out. I dropped an unopened full bottle of Guinness Stout. I make enemies and find out way too late. I got my head in the clouds, not giving a fuck, feeling great. I ain't from the States, I have to infiltrate. I still use equipment made in 1988. You can hear mad inconsistencies in every take. I'm way too lazy, so I kept in my mistakes. I mispronounce words by accident. If there's a grant deadline, I'm the late applicant. I brag on the internet about my limited success. There's probably about 5 people genuinely impressed. My studio's a mess. People steal my albums when I'm not looking, even my friends. Yo, so I suck. What? And maybe this is luck. So what? So what? And I ain't got no bucks. What? But I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. Hey yo, so I suck. So what? And maybe this is luck. And I ain't got no bucks. So what? But I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. Better than you. Pro Tools, I can't even afford the student price, so I run Cubase. Hey, that shit's just as nice. I ain't got a fancy crew, I'm 182. And I'm still wondering, who the fuck are you? I drink cheap beer unless I'm frontin', till I don't remember nothing, get tossed out of the clubbing. Blacked out, gave the owner the bird, till the bouncers threw me onto the curb. I kicked the glass, got knocked on my fucking ass, and ended up this fucking close to a cast. On my right knee, I have extremely sloppy writing. I'll do anything to get ahead except biting. My shows have poor lighting and inept soundmen. The treble's too high and the bass ain't pounding. There's a security guard, I barely got around him. He didn't think I was performing, thought I was just lounging. I freestyled my entire 40-minute set, cause I ain't got none of my material down yet. When I fly, it's economy class on the jet. Standby, Edmonton transit shit, I'm a vet. Yo, so I suck, so what? Yeah. And maybe this is luck, so what? And I ain't got no bucks, so what? So what? I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. So what? Hey yo, so I suck, so I suck. And maybe this is luck, so what? So what? And I ain't got no bucks, and I'm like, so what? I'm better than you. I'm better than you. What? Do your thing.
Any attempt to successfully pin Canada down will be like trying to grasp at water. But a couple of years ago, some national papers decided that in that case, why have the country at all? They ran simultaneous front-page articles touting the elimination of the border between Canada and the US. Just think, no more boring waiting in line, more money. Yet nowhere in those articles did they talk to the average Canadian citizen, because that average Canadian citizen would puke on the spot.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
Been this way since I was 14.
Hey yo, my hip hop different, still predominantly sample instruments and pay studio rent. You ain't a DJ unless you can blend, cut, juggle, and find the auxiliary sends. Invent with drum loops that's bent. Shows in big tents and huge events. Studio in the basement, highly strategic drum placement. Vinyl encased in wax paper from 88 and shit. Knapsacks, OPP hats. Naughty by nature, t-shirts with the back. Before the SUV, the Jeep was the new black. I filter my bass and play it back. I stay with an Atari SM124 and S950. Forevermore, I'll sample the doors. My technique is twin brothers like Data and Lore. I ride my bike to the store, Carhartt and Champion. Adidas before they changed their symbol. Beats that were simple, Richard Kimball. The baby mother syndrome, student loans, rap pages. The lady of rage and shit. Combat, I'm engaged in it. Drum kits saved on floppies. Samples all choppy. Rodney, King, T, Edmonton ran hockey. And cats rhyme properly.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Been this way since I was 14.
Ain't nothing changed.
Been this way since I was 14.
Where I'm from, we use samplers and prefer to press buttons and filter bass till you can barely hear nothing. Buy records and carry them struggling. Upstairs, 200 or 300, 12 inches we pumping. Underground hip hop that don't get radio play. And hardcore beats with snares that don't sound gay as in too happy. I freestyle enthusiastically, your presence in hip hop is amusing. Tragically, before mass media had a coherent strategy, people's minds were open to what rap could be. Now it's inauthentic, corrupted, and all plasticky. Why separate it geographically? I pull fat rhymes out my ass magically. and religiously studied hip-hop and actually believe making a pop record is blasphemy. I would rather be forced to sell crack on the streets. My hip-hop kick you in the face with gut feelings and low-frequency bass. Drums like a Marine Corps keeping pace with commands relayed from satellites in outer space. It's touch, I'm on the case. With the snare I sampled when you were still in grade 8. Mad knowledge and experience. My rap music is based upon years of this. I've been building the pyramids since like 87. Don't worry where I got that horn. Stop meddling in grown man's business like the Edmonton Police Service. I'm older now, y'all don't make me nervous. No record, except the one that's been charting. No ID, but here's my name. I ain't never been charged, man.
Been this way since I was 14.
Abstract like Q-Tip, Kung Fu shit. When it was all about the music and how you could sample it and use it. Back when MC Hammer blew it, DOS was straight from the sewage, and niggas were like, who this? When we answered the phone like boys in the hood. I ain't changed my shit, even though I know I should. I'm still Audi 5000, still piece of we jetting. Still got the 182 jacket with the Mexican lettering. Still see my chicken from back in the day and still lettering. The veteran that don't battle as much. I judge and hand out titles. Verses that are worth money, I write those. Front of the line, free drinks and backstage passes, but still ain't too good to freestyle with their asses. Big cyphers, sometimes we talking all-nighter. I enter freestyle battles with a rider. I want green M&Ms and a hot dog from Snyder's, a half ounce, a bottle of Hennessy and a lighter, and that's per verse. I'm that good, so rehearse and think about some quick one-liners first. My rhymes are per verse. Y'all need nurses. I'm inside of your ladies' purses, writing verses with no curses. I'm shaking my head, blinded by the sun. Who the fuck am I and why do I carry a gun? It feels like a motherfucker punctured my lung. I don't know what I just survived, but to life I clung. No one seems to speak my language. I get up and my left rib is in anguish. From a distance I can hear Spanish. I'm on the outskirts of town like I was banished. Must be 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I got a cracked tooth and I ain't breathing right. What happened last night? Who the fuck did I fight? What's with the dog bite? But more importantly, what's my name? I feel like my head's gonna explode and my brain can barely function on instinct. Last I remember it was 2007, I think. I need the hospital, but I'm packing. I really need to get rid of this gat, but then I'm unarmed. What if I need this shit? I got a bump on my head that won't stop bleeding. Across the street there is a policeman. I'm in a suit that fits nicely, this can't be cheap, man. So I check my pockets, $320 cash. So why is it that I smell like ass? I got no ID, like I must have been hiding. And if that's the case, then I'll be dying sooner than later, cause I don't even know where I be. I grimace in pain while fake smiling. I'ma ditch the gun and dip into a hospital. I'm so hungry I could rob that little girl for her popsicle and feel as if though my actions were justified. Nice, an abandoned garbage can for this gun to hide. The anticipation of medical assistance weakened me. I must be in a Latin American country because of the frequency of the Virgin Mary's image, it's easy to see. I'm just gonna rest underneath this tree. So I'm in Mexico, but why am I here? Why is it not only blood that I taste in my mouth but beer? That means I might have friends that will appear. Good, cause I could use a bite to eat and a change of gear. I think I spot a hospital. I can't understand the language, but I do understand that it's possible to go into shock and never wake up. People in the waiting room looking at me like I'm fucked. I'm like, what? I must have had blood everywhere. I could tell cause only little boys and little girls would stare. The doctors refused to treat me, and all I could see was a nurse calling the policia. I was completely stunned. Now I wish I never ditched that gun. My only thought was go get that gat, son. I glared harshly at the doctor and shook my head at the nun. She said something about Christ, but before she finished I had to run. fuck him. I stole medical supplies and walked out. My ribs hurt a lot. I wanted to shout profanities at the medical establishment in that country, but I slowly limped back to where the gun would be. I approached the garbage can and got nervous. What the hell did I do to deserve this? The cat was gone. What a fucking idiot. Now I'm rolling around unarmed and oblivious to who my friends are and who are my enemies. Who the fuck I should be pretending to be. I see cops running towards me like it was life or death. I see the looks in their eyes, so I jet. Adrenaline took care of the searing pain. One of the Mexican cops shouted out a name and immediately started dumping ammo. I'm like, dang, these motherfuckers ain't playing. Automatic bullets started firing. I duck in the house, there's a slightly obese woman ironing. She screams at the top of her lungs as I'm running through her living room. I tripped over something, jet out the back door and knocked over the swing set. I could hear the cops behind me, they sounded desperate and ready to throw down. So the last thing I'ma do is slow down. I can't remember my name, but it's like I know this whole town. Ducked in a massage parlor, these girls hide me on the lowdown for $10 American. Plus this chick would go down for no extra cost and invite her friend. It felt like a conjugal visit in the pen. I chilled out for a bit, waited till about 10 for night to fall, then it's on the road again. Give them 20 more bucks, they gave me a backpack full of stuff. I changed my clothes, had a bath, but still look rough. It's all good, I got a jet, I rested up enough. I head for the border, probably safer in the States. And Rosie said I was only like 5 miles away, in a heavy accent. I see a car in the driveway. I offer 200 American. Roses like okay. She pointed me in the right direction, in the path with the least chance of detection. I get in and start the engine. Drive to the border and ditch the ride was my intention. As soon as I hit the ignition, I realized I was in a very vulnerable position. And like 10 officers surrounded me. I was set up by these bitches. I had a gun to my head, all I heard was no extradition. The Americans can't have you. You will pay for your crimes in Mexican. And we don't mean pesos. You're wanted dead or alive, and I'll kill you now if you say so.
Get up on your little 21-inch screen and howl about America and democracy. There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and ITT and AT&T and DuPont, Dow, Union Carbide, and Exxon. Those are the nations of the world today.
Let us begin. Let us begin. What? Let us begin. What, where, why, or when? 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 Shit hit the fan when Iraq went to the euro. Was trying to stop the dollar from being worth zero. The biggest inside job created thousands of heroes. People can label me a weirdo, but I ain't naive and I understand that the stakes is high. And I realize that we're being watched from above the sky. And I understand that before I die, my government is gonna try and plant a chip underneath my eye, or some other discreet location. So as long as this planet's rotating, I ain't taking none of your vaccines or inoculations. SARS was genome-specific to Asians. Money make the world go round like electromagnetic forces. The centralized economy is right on course. It's extremely frustrating to watch third world countries get raped by corporate companies after resources and money. HIV, you can call me fucking crazy, but the drugs for AIDS puts people in early graves. See, they never did isolate HIV, they lied, said you would die. Now there's an endless supply of drugs stating that the chance they'll work is slim. And all this thing, what kind of pain you'll be in? Liver failure, hair loss, all of a sudden you get slim. And the fact that you're positive depends on which country you're in. Let us begin. What, where, why, or when? 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 Let us begin. The Twin Towers were filled with asbestos. Bush and Cheney wouldn't answer any questions unless they were in the same room and not separate. Any suggestions on the resemblance to criminal behavior, I digress. Let's get back to the events. Fuck it, let's start with the previous weekend. The buildings were shut down for 36 hours straight. I powered down. The It doesn't take a great leap of faith to put two and two together. Just wait, think about that. No power to the buildings for over a day. This was unprecedented, along with the evacuation exercises, and FEMA was there like they were wise to this on the 10th. Intricately planned, obvious hoax. Bush heard about the attacks and read about it go for like the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm taking notes, cause none of this makes sense and the story doesn't flow. Let us begin. What, where, why, or when? 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 Larry Silverstein insured the buildings. Luckily, 2 months prior, he made a killing, probably billions. On September 10th, Rumsfeld announced that the Pentagon lost $3 trillion. Everybody forgot as soon as the towers fell. Something about this whole thing has always smelled. I often ask myself as I rub my temples and drink Guinness, how come there wasn't any air response for 52 minutes? I just don't get it. It seems so unrealistic. I thought the US Air Force was the shit. That was pathetic. Heads should have rolled, and the demolition of those buildings was definitely controlled. They fell within 10 seconds. Use your fucking head, they fell into their footprint. So many dead. Silverstein said on TV he blew up Building 7 that necessarily was planned at least a month before September 11th. What, where, why, or when? Let us begin. 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 What, where, why, or when?
It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone.
Yeah. Gotta explain myself. Music come first in my life right now. It just happened. I don't know why, I don't know how. You came second. You deserve to come first. I just hope this doesn't get bad. It's getting worse. My whole outlook changed. I've been an idiot. I've been distant and shit. Cold-hearted like an Inuit. I engage in relationships, and as soon as I get into it, some stupid hip-hop shit happens to finish it. I guess at this point I ain't got time for women and shit. It ain't that I got no time, I'm swimming in it. It's just as dedicated to instruments and drum kits. I'm an asshole and it's hard to stomach. I'm an asshole and it's hard to stomach. Yo, I realize I will never ever get married if I don't learn to stop constantly writing rhymes on my berries. I'm just so focused on hip-hop, it's scary. Going out of my way to do shows in Calgary. On the way back, stop for gas and Airdrie. I basically should be fucking locked up, but my main concern is how this beat's chopped up. But does the bass need to be topped up? I ain't your hero, I ain't messing with the cops, fuck. I keep to my own and find a fat beating zone when I should be at home. The selfish bastard, eating shellfish and getting plastered underneath antlers and Banffin. All I could think about was the samplers. I'm selfishly pushing every relationship to the back, and I swore to myself that I wasn't gonna act like that. I never wanted to be like that. My track record speaks for itself. I need help. Sometimes I act like I'm freaking 12, uncaring and void of emotion. But that shit's just bottled up deep in like the ocean of my inner self's mind. Very hard to find till it's non-existent. Like you gotta be blind and completely full of trust before you enter my mind. It's hard to see outward signs, but I'm confined in a place that maybe one day I'll escape. Until then, as soon as I hear rap music, I go ape and concentrate and conversate and feel great. I live hip-hop, I love hip-hop, that's why you took second place. And that's something about myself that I hate. But that's also something I can't imagine anyone can take away. I'm delusional, I live for today. I got bills that I just don't pay. I got things that I just don't say. I need help, my soul needs help, please pray. I swear I never wanted to be this way, what can I say? I'm excited in front of a crate of records and don't answer the phone. I'm busy, nah I'm cool man, I think I'ma probably stay home and drop this track. I ain't even like to hang out unless we in the studio with the fat beat banging out of the monitors. I hide behind my monikers, but the real me is definitely not on tours. And people need to see that part of me, but I keep the doors locked and my heart unseen. I'm sorry, I realize my mistakes, and I'm working on my ability to recreate myself and start from scratch. Live life and keep my head out of my ass. I wanna correct my past. I wanna correct my past. Keep my head out of my...
When I say love, the sound comes out of my mouth and it hits the other person's ear, travels through this Byzantine conduit in their brain, through their memories of love or lack of love, and they register what I'm saying and they say, yes, they understand. But how do I know they understand? Because words are inert. They're just symbols. They're dead.
Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard.
Hey, yo.
Fuck what you heard.
Hey, censorship is against my basic human rights. I should be able to say what the fuck I want, alright? Words are inanimate and void of life. Words don't breathe or break into your house at night, holding a knife 8 millimeters from the neck of your wife. Words can't do, they can only incite. They lack physicality, they're symbolic at best. Words are unnecessary, I can fucking beat on my chest and relay a message that you may or may not get. Leave language alone and ban cigarettes. You basically banning sounds, it's ridiculous if you break it down. Words are different from town to town. You wanna protect your children, spend some fucking time with them. Explain why things happen, discipline and forgive them. The longer I stay shut, the more it hurts when they open. I shouldn't have to constrict what I've written or spoken. Ideas are thoughts free from earthly constraints. We interpret them using dialect. We've been trained to attribute meaning to vocalization, but a lot of human beings ain't got the patience.
Fuck what you heard. 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 Fuck what you heard.
Hey, you gotta understand the role of language in society and why we must make sure it remains rich in variety. Languages die, see this is a slippery slope. First it's words, then it's ideas, then your language as a whole. Until we have complete centralized control over thought. Far-fetched? I don't think so. Pay attention, you ain't even gotta swear to get bleeped. This Orwellian newspeak is giving me the creep. Censorship is tantamount to thought crime, since words actually originate from the mind, and nothing tangible is produced from verbalization. That's why banning words is a huge mistake, and we've fallen into a false sense of security. If you think you can save the world by merely taking certain phrases out of everyday use, plus you infringing on my freedoms to tell you the truth.
Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard.
Hey yo, we live in a paranoid state, so don't punish me for seeing the bigger picture. I feel great. The enemy poked his head out of the gate. All I need is a clear shot, and trust me, I'm straight. You can say what you wanna say unless you holding the gun. I'ma stay right there with no intentions to run. There's more at stake. Soon the chip comes out, then they can decrease your rations for running your mouth. This the last days, and I'm not talking about the end of the world. I'm talking about remote control, little boys and girls with closed minds focus on the grand design. And it's increasingly apparent that we running out of time. According to the Patriot Act, I'm probably a terrorist. Afghanistan, I ain't even know where that is. But my thoughts have been digitized by computers. So I'm probably being watched by the feds as I'm doing these shooters. So I'm taking advantage of my relatively unknownness, expressing politically motivated flows and shit, disguised by innuendo, illusion, simile, and wit. I've been determined to spread the truth since 96. Even the tiny shit like chips in your driver's license don't escape me. So I'm taking all of my evidence and making song after song until kids start waking up. I'm committed while you on stage shaking, going through your publicist before you rhyme hesitating. You industry standard and can give a fuck what your fans heard, truth or lies, as long as you please your manager. We independent rhyme sayers with guts and balls that say shit like fuck your senior and stand tall, unwavered. As a matter of fact, do me a favor, put me on a no-fly list, cause I'd rather just fucking stay here.
Yeah. Alberta. Edmonton, Calgary.
Hey, see the ace, definition of the sickness. I came into place, spitting vicious written scriptures. Crazy, so I blaze it. Mission is to rip this microphone obliteration. Let the nation get this. AC the ace, chicka 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 wow. I came into place, and not for just a while. I wanna get played, so I'm picking up an ounce, so we can get our heads straight.
The name Max Prime, I got thought and reputation. Purify a mic like coughs with echinacea. Bust your clock snooze bar for narcoleptic behavior. In Heaven's Bar food bar with Earth's architect and savior. Trying to get kicked out, but the bouncers are wimps. And God ain't had a ounces, no a bounce from the ship. Yo, you know the name. Swear words, shoulder pains from the overweight brain that overloads your motor tank.
Advice is versus, Vic and vermin and vice versa. Going versus vices versus might just slice your hurting squirmancies before they terminate. Terminate, determination, determine you should percolate transgressions and transmutate. I'm a transient, transcending and transforming transmissions. Transparent and translucent superstitions. Translate my hieroglyphics with splits in transit and retransmit. The transit acid is disastrous.
EP to the pizzle, IC to the sissel. I got a favorite movie, it's called Free Whistle. Now why would Millie need a loaded pistol? I've been dope since the days of the Cuban Missile. Humans are constantly finding new ways to kill wheatgrass and thistle. So you want a whistle? You want a battle epic? I don't think so. When I'm drinking a milkshake, I drink slow.
I'll rip your skull open like zombies in arm's range. I'll hunt humans down like it's in season game. Practice what I preach, stay more real than gangs. Breed the cockroaches of raid, leave them fading in pain. I'm bigger than your god, fuck a freestyle, just rework your jaw. Ain't it obvious I'm vicious, raw, malicious, calm till your comments got me climbing the wall. I'm all knuckles large as 5 cars, arms as big as ridges, planets in the coonies digging ditches, graves, slave to the wordplay, tongue amidst expressions. Condition got me twisting up this non-fiction, listen.
Twist that bud, bring that slut, then we go down to the King's Head pub. Drunk as fuck, stuck in a rut, tell Kip that he owes me a jug for the plug. Roll me a blunt, pass me a brew. Don't be a cunt, pass the ashtray too. What it do, it's Whatevski on the mic. I'm drunker than you.
You look like a cop in plain clothes. More white trash than tornadoes. More oily than my mustache. More rapist than baseball caps. Back off, take a goddamn backpack off. Caps lock is autopilot for jack off. Lexington's brain is a movie starring Eddie Murphy.
Yo, touch walk the earth and leave crop circles. I spit undiscovered species of turtle, and you can hold your breath till you turn purple. But I ain't passing the mic, so stop acting like a little girl. I don't write rhymes, I paint murals of society in general and of the whole world. Alberta's Groundhog, Emcees the borough. Way deeper than your lame ass, I'll catch you on tour, bro.
Alberta. Calgary. Edmonton. Edmonton. Saskatchewan.